Hi, lovelies. Welcome to another day of gratitude challenge. All right, so now we are on I'm going to make sure I'm saying it. We're on day 9. Okay, so on day 9, we're going to talk about something. And we're going to talk about soul contracts. But not soul contracts as in the way of when we're dealing with each other in relationship. We're going to talk about those contracts to lack and scarcity and poverty. Okay? This is going to be one of those powerful moments where you sit back and you say, oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay? So let's dive into something I want you to think about. And welcome once again to Be So Light. Now, yesterday we talked about the 7 seconds, how we look at things, and it goes into a 17-second thing. But let's talk about the, hold on one second. There we go. Let's talk about the 68 seconds. So, once again, as a reference, I just like going through here. My book is so marked up. I have all kind of marks in this book, all kind of tabs. um, on chapter 21, I love this. You are only 17 seconds away from 68 seconds to fulfillment. Okay, so let's just dive into this part. Within 17 seconds of focusing on something, a matching vibration becomes activated. Okay, so let's think about that. 17 seconds. You just thought about it. Okay? Sometimes it's 7 seconds. Now, after you think about it, when you repeatedly return to pure thought, maintaining it for at least 68 seconds, in short period of time, hours, in some cases a few days and others, that thought becomes a dominant thought. And once you achieve dominant thought, you will experience matching manifestations until you change it. So, the thoughts you think equals your point of attraction, which is very true. Okay? You get what you think about, whether you want it or not. What are you thinking about? Are you in panic mode constantly? Worrying? Okay? As your vibration expands and becomes more powerful, it eventually becomes powerful enough to manifestation to occur. Okay? In other words, what you think and therefore feel and what manifests in your experience is always a vibrational match. Now, some of you are probably thinking, well, wait a minute, what are you talking about? I want you to think about this. Because whatever you're struggling with, when we do a gratitude challenge, it's not just enough to just say, oh, I'm thankful. I'm thankful, I'm thankful. Yes, you are. But sometimes in our gratitude of connection, when we are putting that energy out to manifest something, to bring it into fruition, to materialize it, to align with it, to be in that timeline of it, we have to move certain things out of the way because those particular energies are vibrations in your cells that are actually keeping you from obtaining what you're trying to match up with. Okay? So, for instance, what we talked about yesterday. If your thoughts are lined up in, well, I watched my parents when I was growing up, we never had enough money. We always had to wait and wait. Sometimes I might get it and I might not get it. Or the words would be, you get what we can give you when we can do it. We don't have the money for that right now. We're on a budget. I'm sorry. Did I make sounds of like, oh my God, we're on a budget? We're on a budget. So let's look at that word. When you say you're on a budget, it automatically puts you in that box category. You can't go too far out here, can't go too far here, can't go too far here, can't go, you have to stay right here. So when we do that, this is where our scarcity and lack comes in, and the poverty energy stays in. Now, I'm going to use the word poverty lightly. And the reason why I do that is because there are some jobs that we take on and that we do where we could be getting paid more, but certain companies that we work for are massively drowning in money. They have tons of money for themselves, but they're not willing to invest in their employees. So they always have a high turnover in their company because they keep the money more so for themselves than putting it into their employees. Okay? So like giving raises, making sure you have benefits, making sure you are making good enough money to take care of your needs so that you can move forward. But see, once again, like we talked before here, when it comes to that, it's almost like a structured type of poverty that's in the employer as well as given to the employee. It's a cycle because they are bound by so much of what they can do depending on what kind of company it is and how prosperous they really are, and are they thriving. Because if they're struggling, that means your money's going to be struggling. Took me a long time to figure that one out. If I work for a company that's struggling to pay their bills and to keep their employees, that means my money is going to be struggling to enhance or grow. Does that make sense? So when we talk about breaking contracts with these type of energies, this is what we have to step into and to break it. And it's actually just sitting and being conscious enough about it to say, I'm going to break this contract. So make sure you have pen and paper because you will be writing these codes down and they will be activating. And we will do a contract clearing of lack and scarcity and poverty. Now, when we say poverty, I want you to take it all the way back to the point of origin, root point of origin, when it first started, when your DNA first interacted with poverty, when your DNA first interacted with scarcity, when your first DNA acted in with lack. Okay, I want you to go back to the root point of origin. So make sure you have pen and paper as we go diving into this, getting rid of contracts. So these particular contracts we're getting rid of are dealing with scarcity, lack, poverty. So here's the thing. We're not only going to clear the mother-father cellular anchoring of this, we're going to clear it in generations and ancestral. Because if you look back in ancestral, if there was any type of Holocaust, slavery, anything that was in that area and is in your ancestral bloodline, someone survived that. That has lack, scarcity, poverty all around it. And remember, back in the time when there were slaves, and I'm talking about around the globe, I'm not just talking about just slaves concentrated here in the United States, I'm talking about around the globe. Slaves were not meant to have anything. I've said this before. You were going to be a slave and not own anything, but you were expected to be taken care of and be happy with it. Where have we heard that before? Okay, so we're going to break these contracts. And what I want you to do, I'm going to give you these numbers as we set up our containment, our sacred space that we're going to work in. So last night when I laid down to go to sleep, I kept seeing pyramid, 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 pyramid. It's kind of like triangle, 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 triangle. Then I saw this. Then I saw orb, light, orb, orb. And I was like, what am I looking at? And it expanded. And I was like, ooh, okay, that's shocking. But that's cool. And I heard, draw this. And I'm like, okay, fine. I'm like, okay, fine. So I want you to drink some water if you have water near you. Get your pen and paper because we're going to do this. And just remember, you can come back to all of the videos of this gratitude challenge and still get the same vibrational healing to keep moving yourself through your own spiral energy of wherever you are in your healing for yourself. Okay? So, the first code, matter of fact, first, thank you. Let's set up the containment. Okay, taking a nice deep breath. Exhale it out. Nice deep breath in again. Exhale it out. Nice deep breath in again. Exhale it out. On this breath, inhale deeply and hold. Exhale out. On the next breath in, inhale deeply and hold. Exhale out. Close your eyes. And I want you to just see yourself standing in the middle of a triangle. A triangle. You're standing right in the middle of it. Now I want you to just pick the color that you want your triangle to be. If it's going to be white, if it's going to be pink, green, blue, maybe it'll be rainbow. Pick the color that you want your rainbow to be. Got it? Lock it in place. Okay. Now, I want you to take a deep breath in. Exhale out. And now I want you to actually see a circle going around the outside of the triangle, touching each point. Touching the top point, topping the lower corner point, and touching the other corner point. And that circle needs to be white. Just see a beautiful white light circle all around you while you're still in your triangle. Got it? Breathe in, exhale out. Good job. All right, containment is up. We're ready to go in. So these are the numbers. The first thing when we're going in to release contracts, we have to set the intention of healing, of forgiveness. Okay? Forgiveness. It's not just for you, it's for the energy of whatever caused the root origin of this energy to take place. Sometimes there are generations of families that go through lack and scarcity. Always, never enough, not having, because it's a cellular thing that's taught until someone breaks the rhythm of it and says, no, we're not going to consent to this anymore. This type of contract, vibrational energy containment, that's a low vibration. And it's an old one. Okay? It's also an old set point. So we're going to break that too. Get rid of the old set point. Okay? So, the forgiveness code is 77 66 55 331. 77 66 55 331. Okay? That's the forgiveness energy. Forgiveness and releasing. That helps you to release. We're activating that first. So take that in and exhale it out as this code comes through you. This next code is all about to cleanse everything, including these emotions that are emotionally, mentally, physically, and spiritually. Okay? And when they get caught up in our subconscious mind and super subconscious mind, the super subconscious mind can change it. But when we get it caught up in our DNA cells, our cells hold that memory. And when you were in your mother's womb, whatever hardship was going on at the time, guess what? You were a part of that. You felt all of that. And when you come through that womb, guess what? You have that. And this is where you get to say, I no longer consent to this. I no longer consent to my mother, father's timeline of that. Okay? The next one, here's the next codes. It's 66, 55, 10, 11, 12, 13. 66, 55, 10, 11, 12, 13. This one helps with cleansing everything. This one would be a good one just to put on water itself. Okay? And then drink that water. Now remember, when you write the codes, you write them on the water. It has to be glass, and you circle it and tap it 3 times. Okay? Circle does what? Amplify what you're doing. Amplifies your codes. Amplifies your sacred signatures, sigils, or symbols that you're using. A circle around anything amplifies it. This is why you are in the containment of a triangle, which amplifies, and then the circle around it. Okay? This next one is purifying life force energy and light and love. Okay, here we go. 77, 77, 77, 00, 11. Breathe that in. 77, 77, 77, 00, 11. Breathe that in. So if you're writing these numbers down, when we go back to the forgiveness one, it's 7766 space 55 space 331. When you're talking about the cleansing numbers of everything, 66 55 space 10 space 11 space 12 space 13. Okay, you got to leave a gap there. When we're talking about the purification codes, 77 space 77 space 77 space 00 space 11. Okay, so this is if you're writing it down, but when I'm already directing it to you, it just goes in and already hits that area of the body where it needs to go. Okay, so now I want you to just close your eyes, take a breath, and now I want you to just visualize your triangle becoming a pyramid. Make it a pyramid. Just say pyramid. Okay. Pyramid has 4 sides. Bring that up. And open up the top so you can breathe. And hold. Okay. Now you're inside the pyramid. Breathe. Breathe, breathe, breathe. So now we're going to go ahead and do breaking the contract. And all you need to say is this: I no longer consent to the energy contracts of lack, scarcity, and poverty. Take a breath. Exhale out. I no longer consent to the energy contracts of lack, scarcity, and poverty. I no longer consent to their rooted point of origin of when it all first started. I no longer consent to that timeline. I no longer consent to the root origin timeline point. I don't consent to it. And now this is where you take the power. I now transmute, void, deactivate, cancel, delete all contracts of lack, scarcity, and poverty through my mother, father cells, through my generational cells, and through my ancestral cells within the inverted world, inverted timelines of this third dimensional world. Take a breath, exhale it out. And as we clear these contracts, and you are now releasing them, you now say, I give myself full permission to release from these contracts. I no longer consent to them. I now give myself full permission to release from these contracts. I no longer consent to them. They are not a part of my new timeline. As we are just holding the energy and just feeling where you feel things lifting, we're moving out these contracts, even if they have hooks and cords. And we're going to call in Archangel Michael to be present to allow the release of those hooks and cords to those contracts to be removed out of your root chakra, your sacral, your solar plexus, your heart, your throat, your third eye, your crown. Take a breath, breathe in, exhale out. and allow any hooks and cords in your earth star to be removed, as well as your water star to be removed, as well as your soul star to be removed out of your spirit chakra, your universal chakra, your galactic chakra, and the divine chakra, to have that all cleared out of that stargate. Let it all now be transmuted, neutralized, cleared and deleted, and canceled, extracted, and deactivated. Across, take a breath, hold it, exhale out. Across all 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th, 15th dimensional timelines, all 144,000 of self, past and present and future selves, galactic timelines, all. And once again, going back and clearing all Mother Father cellular timelines, all ancestral timelines, past life timelines, all cellular memory rooted origin timelines that are rooted in DNA, RNA, mitochondria, protons, nucleus, electrons, neutrons, atoms, molecules. Breathe. Exhale it out. Breathe in deep again. Exhale it out. Now let's talk to the subconscious mind. Just go into the subconscious mind and say, subconscious mind, into the super subconscious mind. Clear these contracts. Move the hooks and cords. All the energy. Deactivate, clear, and treat now. Breathe in. Exhale out. Breathe. And allow us to go in and just look and see if there are any other contracts. Let's clear them out of the blueprint, the I am body, the hologram, the manifestation body, the soul center. Clear it out. Breathe. Exhale out. Move that breath. Breathe again. Exhale out. Beautiful. Now we're going to move out through the bioplasmic, the astral body, the etheric body, the subtle body, mental, emotional, physical, and spiritual, soul matrix, and soul contracts. Breathe. Know that you are divinely aligned, and this is being activated, accelerated, and amplified. You are safe and sacred in your pyramid. Only divine light, creator light, source light, divine light of love is around you. Now's the time. If there's anything that you need to leave your space while you're in this sacred containment, speak it out into your containment and say, I consent to you no more. Some of you need to breathe deeper again. Deep breath in. Hold the breath. Exhale out. Breathe. Good, 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 good. Okay. Now I just want you to see a beautiful orb of gold, magenta, and violet or purple light in this orb spiraling around. Just see it. As it comes down, straight down your pyramid, fills up your pyramid, and it vibrates and spirals all around you. Breathe that in as it's releasing Any type of hanging on energy is releasing that scarcity, is releasing that lack, releasing the grief, the sadness, the frustration, the anger, the doubt, the fears. Just release it. Breathe. Exhale it out. Breathe, 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 breathe. Hold your space. You are inside your pyramid. This is sacred time for you. You're going to start feeling yourself expand. You're going to start feeling movement up through the spine. You might feel waves, chills. And if you don't feel all that, don't grade yourself. Don't. Just stay in your containment. Because everything moves in levels. And just allow yourself, allow your breath to move you through. Move you through. Breathe. You had to breathe to come into this world. Breathe as you change things out. You're no longer consenting to these timelines. You're giving yourself permission to not live by the old beliefs of your mother, father selves. Just release it. Feel that. Feel your cells. Now we're going to quickly go ahead and say thank you to the beautiful gold and magenta and the beautiful purple violet light and send them back on their way. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Divine, thank you. And now we're going to bring in this beautiful healing of emerald green, cobalt blue, pinks, and yellows. And the diamond white light is going to come in right behind it. And these are all orbs of light that are coming straight down through the center of your pyramid. And now spiraling all around you. Breathe, feel that. Feel the frequency and the vibration coming in. And those codes that we have already activated within the body for the cleansing are being fully activated. The forgiveness is 77, 66, 55, 331. The next one is the cleansing and the healing and this bringing up the vibration is 66, 55, and 10, 11, 12, and 13. And then the purifying and renewing the structure of your life force energy is 77, 77, 77, 00, 11. Breathe that in. And then we're going to top it off with my famous one that I love to do is 77, 88, 9, 1. Activate, accelerate, divinely align, amplify. Yes. Breathe that in. Breathe it in, breathe it in, breathe it in. You should start to feel like your chest is lighter. If you had any pain going on or anything in the body, that should be lessening, or you don't even notice it because you're in your pyramid. Breathe. This is our alchemy of the self. If you're going to move up higher, darlings, you have to be ready. You can't take the old stuff with you. I'm sorry, it doesn't work that way. You have to kind of clear the slate so you can attract. If you got all this stuff in front of you, you can't bring that into you. I don't care how many courses you take and what you do. It ain't going to work if you got all this stuff blocking you. Breathe. Okay, just feel the release of those hooks and cords, anything residual. Feel that energy just spiraling around you, healing, and we're going to travel through the body. Here we go. We're going to bring that beautiful energy into all the cells, into the brain stem, into the eyes, into the ears. Bringing it down into the sinus cavity. Let's clear that out. If you're stuffy, get rid of that. Let's clear out stuff in the throat. Get rid of that. Bring that energy all the way down through the spine. We're also going to bring it down into the lungs, expanding the lungs, allowing the lungs to take in that oxygen, and bringing it down into the stomach and small intestines, bringing it down into the large intestines, the liver, moving over to the pancreas and the spleen, bringing it down into the kidneys and to the bladder, bringing it down into the lymphatic system, into the blood, into the blood, into the heart, bringing it into all the fluids, and bringing it down into all the muscles, fiber tissues, fascia. Release that fascia. That's why we get stiff sometimes. Let's release it. 787 trillion light per millisecond. Release. Get rid of that stiffness. And as we move down into the bones, into the foundation of cell, let the light come through the bones and light up the bones, bringing in beautiful life force. Feel that. Feel it, feel it, feel it, feel it, feel it. Breathe, breathe. Move your breath, move your breath. Your breath is your key. And release. Breathe. Okay. Now it's going to switch to just pure diamond white light. Diamond white light, give thanks for the emerald green and the blue and the yellow and the pink, and allow it to go on its way. Diamond white light comes in, fills you up, recharges your body. Divine source light, pure love energy, just gonna love ya. Just love. And now see silver spiral light coming in on top of that diamond white light, and you're going to get real shiny. You're going to see sparklies. Sparkle, sparkle. Shine bright like a diamond. Here we go, Roy. Breathe that in. And let's just make sure everything is just sealed. The auric field, the etheric field, the subtle body cell. All parts of your beautiful, magnetic, electrical self. Your bubble. All around you. It's all nice and pretty, shiny, sealed with all the goodness in there as you integrate the codes and move through that. Beautiful. Give thanks to yourself for being patient, for being open to releasing. Give thanks to yourself. Give thanks to your mother, father cells and to your ancestral cells for this healing time of releasing. It is done, it is done, it's done. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much, Creator, Divine, Light, and Love. Thank you. And now feel the energy subsiding, but staying at a good vibration for you. Feeling yourself being fully recharged and revitalized, full of joy, full of love, full of, I gotta do something. Feel good. Feel charged up. And thank you, spiraling. Oh, Ashe, Jamo. Beautiful. Did you like that? I hope you felt it. Ashe, lovelies, ashe. Yes. So, I've been preparing to do that, and I started last night. It was like, wow, you're going to have me do all this? So we're going to go ahead and take down the pyramid, but not just yet. We're going to stay in it. You're going to stay in it for just a few more minutes. So when it comes down, that doesn't mean that your medicine comes down. Oh, honey, yes. I got a late start today. I had to go out, get some things. What do? I got carded today. Can you believe that? I had to get some vodka for my herbal tincture that I was making. I got carded. She says, "Ma'am, I have to see your your ID." I said, "Honey, I'm 58 years old." She goes, "Well, I got to see it." I said, "I was born in 1966. What you got? Hello? I got gray hair. I got time on this planet." Actually, I kind of liked it because it flattered me, made me feel, oh, I'm still young looking. Okay. Okay. So, I'm going to get another one because this one is a, yes, thank you. I'm like, wait a minute, what happened there? Oh, this is, whoa, this is like way better. Okay. 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 Well, hold up. Where do I start? Where's the point? Okay, here it is. 44, the sacred manifestation ensured. 44, Archangel Metatron. Now, Archangel Metatron is the head angel of all angels. He is also the angel that holds your connection to your book of life or your Akashic records. So if there's something you need to know, you need to connect to, that's who you talk to and connect to. Okay? But when you go up and you do that, you have to go from that soul star, go into that galactic and spirit star. Okay? Those chakras. To go into that. You can't do it from the root or from the heart part. You have to go up beyond into that crown up through here to go to that. Okay? And then Metatron will guide you through the rest. Okay, 44 sacred manifestation ensured. 44, 44, 444. Archangel Sanaphil. Okay, so that is the 444 code. That was 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 times around. And that's pretty. Entering the portal. Okay. Here is your last message. Your energy is so sacred. Your energy is sacred. Embrace change. Oh, I like that. You are entering a time of happiness. Yes! Yes! There you go. Okay, let's bring our containment down. And just say, as I allow my sacred containment to come down, I am still integrating all that has been done and healed. As I move into the new timeline of Mother Gaia, of Mother Earth, her new positive timelines I anchor into now. Take a deep breath in. Exhale out. Feel yourself on the new timelines, positive timelines that helps with everything. Easy to manifest, easy to do what you need to do because you don't consent to those timelines of those energies. That's not a part of your timeline. Feel yourself there. And now allow yourself to say thank you to the pyramid, and pyramid comes down. 4, 3, 2, 1. 4, 3, 2, 1. And now allow yourself to move out of your triangle. And now let's open the circle. Open and go opposite direction. And medicine is now complete. Take a breath. Now, a couple things might happen here. You might feel really thirsty and you might feel hungry. Or if you have a partner, you might want to get together. I'm just saying, what do, what do. I'm just saying. But if you have a lot of energy moving through you, use it. Sit. Think about what it is that you are drawing towards you. Now, give thanks. Now, this is the time. You just cleared the slate. Use this time. This is good energy moment time right now. Go in. Think about what it is. Put on good vibrational music that takes you into that state. I want you to see exactly what it is. Put a big orb of light around it. Bring light around it. Bring light around it. Enhance it with light and see it coming straight towards you. And you say, yes, that feels really good. Because the universe only understands how you feel about something. A color, numbers is how it works. So 68 seconds to fulfillment is all about divine alignment with the manifestation of what you are desiring. 68 seconds is when it starts coming into form. You just have to align with it. Your vibration aligns you with it. There you go. Your vibration aligns you. Now, those of you that are in a different timeline, like on the East Coast, you're going to feel this if you're laying down and you start to go to bed. You're going to feel this moving through you at night. Don't freak out. But women, if the energy starts moving in that Kundalini area and you start feeling this wave going up your spine, all I want you to do is just say thank you and just breathe. Okay, just breathe. Okay, because a lot of that energy is happening. Okay, don't freak out. Just breathe. And if you're getting super, super hot and you're sweating all the time, that's because your crystallines are activating in your body. And it's more than ever. You have to drink a lot of water. You have to stretch, move. I know sometimes some of us just feel like we just want to rest. But take a few minutes, just 8-10 minutes. Do some nice basic stretches. Stretch your body out. Shake out the lymph. Okay? Shake your body. Put some music on. Shake the body. Okay? I go to it for everything for you, all of you. I just do it. Okay, so I want all of you to just think about what it is, okay? Even if you don't have it yet, I want you to act like you already do. And just put nothing but a big orb of light around it and say yes to it. Okay? Just say yes. And just say, God, that feels really good. I really like that. I want that. Yeah. I'm saying yes to that. That feels really good. That needs to show up like right now. Yeah. Come on now. I got my purple sheets on the bed here. I've been loving it. Sleeping in them. It's nice. All right, lovelies. Be good to yourself. I'll see you tomorrow for day 10. Wow, we got what? This is a 30-day challenge. So it's day 10 tomorrow. We got 20 more days to go into it. Then we hit the 10-day straight of the galactic wave, where that door is wide open and we're moving through it, and we're going to anchor all this in because this is a big bolt of energy that we're working with that's going to be even anchored in more when we go through these eclipses. Now, these eclipses are going to be activating as well as tearing away the old. Okay, you're going to have dual because you got two different things. You got light 1 minute and then you got it going dark. Okay? So, just letting you know, we're going to be prepared for that. All right, lovelies. Thank you so much for your love. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for being here, being in your light. Okay? In your light. Please, stay in your light. Stay in your truth. All right, lovelies. Be good to you. Let's do it. We got to say it before we leave. I am divinely aligned. I am divinely seen. I am divinely heard. I am divinely loved. Be so light. Like and subscribe. Have a good night, all of you. Be good to yourselves. Much love.